Hey, I'm here with another rank up to platinum game. This is the deck I'm using. I recorded this game on mobile, so unfortunately I had to redub the commentary on it. So I'll just do a bit of commentary on this game and let you know what I was thinking while I was making the plays. If you subscribe to my channel, I plan to do future videos with commentary live while I'm playing. Hopefully that gives you a bit more insight into what I'm doing. So without much further ado, I will start the gameplay. Extra deck Spice, we still have the VFD, although he doesn't come out every game. Definitely a great card. Alright, so here we go with the game. So we have the best opening hand we can have. We have a copy of Abyssteus and we have Dragoons. We could try and bait an Ash with the... Unfortunately, opponent has a Max C, so our plans are foiled instantly. I don't like to play in a Max C. Once they activate it, I like to just wait, see if they can OTK me, and if they can't, try and win on the next turn. So we're just going to pass here after we resolve the search from Abyssteus. I thought about using the Moray of Greed to try and bait an Ash, but our hand was already perfect, so didn't want to make it worse by filtering too much. Our opponent's playing Traptrix. I honestly don't know very much about this deck, except that it plays all the trap hole cards, so kind of happy we went first here. If they'd had the opportunity to set up a bunch of traps, would have made our life a lot harder. So opponent's just going to set up. Thinking about our plays for next turn, we do have a water card in the graveyard, so we can use the Deep Sea Aria to search for a Diva. So that is probably the best opening line we could use. We also have the Mermail, Abyss Megalo in hand, and a Atlantean attack squad, or heavy infantry, sorry, so we can pop a face up if we use that effect. Now here I'm really just trying to bait out the trap hole cards. I want the Abyss Megalo to resolve, so I can get multiple attacks. So I'm kind of baiting them out, hoping they'll use all their traps, and I can get out on the field. Okay, so here's the first one. We don't actually care about losing the Hulk of Fiber X. Other decks really need him to do link plays, but we don't need him at all. We actually just wanted the tuner. And again, going into a Hashima, they're going to fall for the bait, use another trap. We don't care about a Hashima, actually kind of annoying to have him on board, so happy to see him go. His effect will still resolve, so we do get to do the XD summon. And if we can make a Toad, we'll feel really safe here. They do use their last trap hole, so there we go, he's gone. We have exactly 5 in the graveyard, so we're going to try and get those last 2 cards out of their hand. I did not read what that XD card did. It negates the summon, so we don't actually lose our battle phase, which is nice. He never officially entered the field. That set trap can't activate this turn, so we're safe. We're going to use the Abyss Megalo, see if we can destroy a bunch of his monsters. Unfortunately, that card also makes it so we can't target their other monsters, so we do have to pop it twice. Really, I should have used the Kaiju and just got rid of that first, but I didn't know what it did, and I was worried they might have follow-up plays on the next turn, because I know I can't kill them right now, so I wanted to hold on to the Kaiju in case they made some kind of annoying threat I couldn't deal with otherwise. Now we can make Dragite, we can negate at least one trap or spell a turn, so hopefully they can't get more traps active. Also with Dragite on the field, they might find it hard to get rid of. He does have 3,000 attack. They're going to go into an XE monster. Weird card, I don't really know what it does. It has some sort of effect about banishing itself and stealing cards from the top of your opponent's deck. Not really sure why they made that. Feeling pretty safe here. This card is really funny. Lapis, if you draw it, it summons itself, which is kind of funny. So our opponent got rid of their XE monster. Again, I don't really know what their plan was there, but they give up quite quickly now. I guess they ran out of materials. Here's their deck list. Pretty standard, very hand trap heavy. I see a lot of hand traps in these decks. You know, people ask me, why don't I run as many hand traps? The deck that I'm playing loves to have a lot of water monsters. The hand traps reduce consistency. So many times I see decks draw too many hand traps and then they don't have a way to win. I'd rather just always be able to win when I have my cards in hand and not worry so much about the hand traps. Alright, we have another game here. Going first again. Unfortunately, this hand's a bit of a brick. There's only one real play we can make. We can either make Dragite or we could make Mermail Abysslacia. Abysslacia, a bit risky. Especially since we would have to give up our fish fork. So I'm gonna make Adamantipator Dragite here and set our one piece of disruption and hope we can have it live for a turn and then maybe use the kaiju to stop anything too oppressive. Okay, so we see our opponent is playing some sort of Dark Magician deck. So gonna just kill this field spell. Field spells usually are pretty powerful in decks. I don't know Dark Magician that well, but again, we're gonna negate his search. We don't know what's in his hand, but Dark Magician needs to rely on spells to summon the Dark Magician to the field. So stopping him from searching feels pretty good. Okay, we draw another level 4. We're going to use the Fishborg in the graveyard to make the Abysslacia. And we're keeping the Dragoons in hand because we can discard it with Abysslacia and get another search. So there we go. We'll take this out, and we still have another negate. We have a search with Abysslacia, and if Abysslacia dies, we get to send something to graveyard as cost and then special summon a card. So if they kill our Dragite and then Abysslacia dies, we would be able to summon Dragite back. But it looks like our opponent has been oppressed out of the game. They seem to be a bit of a mad lad running 60 cards. See a lot of crazy things in ladder, even in platinum, although we're still in gold rank right now. I don't think there's an advantage to running 60 card unless the meta has a lot of grass decks. There was a period of time in Duel Links where grass decks were everywhere and everyone just ran the maximum number of cards so that grass stopped working. You don't see grass enough in this game for it to be worthwhile. So there you go, that's the game. So we got one more game. This time we're going second. Always a challenge with this deck, but see what we can do. Our hand's pretty strong. We have Pismegalo, which we can summon. We get a search with the Dragoons, and we have Fishborg, which we can summon from the graveyard, plus the Prince, so it's solid. Don't like drawing the Mermail spell, but we'll do what we can. Our opponent's playing Sky Strikers, so hand's probably 1,000 hand traps. I'm betting the face down card is a negate a monster effect. That's the one that I like to see the least. Played a lot of games against Sky Strikers. I do like playing against them. They're pretty fun, interactive. So we're gonna put the Megalo out so we get the search. And there's the Ash. If we didn't have the Mermail spell in hand, I'm pretty sure the Abyss Megalo would actually chain block the Dragoon's search, but we had the spell. Also seeing a Ghost, which we don't, that hand trap I don't see very often, but they negate our Fishborg so we don't get a summon. I'm activating this because I'm worried about the effect negation spell. Sky Strikers have a quick play effect that negates a monster effect, so if they did that to my Prince, I wouldn't have been able to search. And the last two cards, don't know what they are, but hopefully it won't matter. Gonna get rid of them. We see a Nibiru, so we are on 4 summons. Good thing we didn't do more than that. We're gonna get our extra attack with the Megalo that has more power, and he's dead. So that's the last game. Sky Strikers, they usually win just like once they control the board, they just poke you repeatedly, which is kind of funny. The games usually go multiple turns, which is why I kind of like them. Usually Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels end on turn 1 or 2, so Sky Strikers dragging the games out makes it a little more fun. Oh, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like, please subscribe to the channel, check out my other videos, and have a good night.